Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fight Talks. On this video, we will be talking about the Emanuel Vaquero Navarrete versus Charly King's Warrior Suarez fight, which took place yesterday, May 10th, at the Pechanga Arena in San Diego, California. This, of course, was the main event of the night. It was a fight scheduled for 12 rounds in the Super Featherweight division. This was the fifth time that Navarrete defends his title. This was, of course, the WBO Super Featherweight Championship. Navarrete, fighting out of San Juan Zitlaltepec, Mexico, came into this fight with a record of 39 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. 32 of those wins are by way of knockout. And Suarez, fighting out of Davao City, Philippines, entered the ring undefeated, boasting a record of 18 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, with 10 of those wins by way of knockout. Now let's move on to the fight itself. From the start, Navarrete came out aggressive, throwing wild right hands and leaping left hooks. He managed to bloody Suarez's nose early in the fight. Suarez, however, did not back down, though he returned the aggression and took chances, looking to land his own shots. He was willing to take risks right from the opening round, meeting Navarrete's energy with his own. And let me tell you guys, at the beginning of the fight, I thought, this is going to be an early night for Navarrete. I think he's going to get the job done fairly quick. But somehow, Suarez pulled it together. And he really was landing some effective, powerful shots of his own. Now, the key moment of the fight happened in the 6th round when Navarrete got cut over his left eyebrow. The referee ruled it as an accidental headbutt. And to be fair, at first glance, it did seem like an accidental headbutt. It was a little. They kind of got way too close, and at the end of the sequence, you could see sort of Suarez's head grazing Navarrete's head, and Navarrete instantly reacted at that specific point. So it really did look like an accidental headbutt. But the fight continued into the 7th round, and the cut kept getting worse. You could see Navarrete trying to wipe the blood off his eye with his gloves, and it was really starting to become a problem. It was kind of amazing that the cut man did manage to get Navarrete to fight a few rounds. He really did an amazing job covering that wound with the Vaseline. But at the start of the 8th round, the ringside doctor stopped the fight, and it went to the scorecards. Navarrete was declared the winner by a technical decision. The judges scored the fight 78-75 and 77-76 twice in his favor. But here's the controversy. After the fight replays, if you take a close look, the replays clearly show that the cut was actually caused by a punch from Suarez, not a headbutt. This mistake in the ruling stopped Suarez from possibly winning by TKO. And honestly, that might be this guy's last chance at a title. Because even though Suarez does not really have that many fights on his record, he doesn't have that huge amount of professional experience. The man is 36 years old. Is he really going to make the climb again? That's a tough ask. Fans and analysts are calling for the California State Athletic Commission to review the decision. If they change the ruling, it could turn into a no contest, which might lead to a rematch. In my opinion, it's black and white. If it was caused by a punch and the doctor stopped the fight, the belt should just go for Charly, in my opinion. But I guess there's a little leeway that you can argue, because maybe if the doctor knew that the cut was caused by a punch, the fight would have continued, and maybe they would have allowed a little bit more of fighting to go on. But since it was ruled an accidental headbutt and the cut was pretty bad, they stopped it. But also, how bad was the cut really? We've seen pretty bad cuts where the fight just continues. Really, my main concern with that cut is not actually the cut itself, because it was above the eyebrow. It wasn't particularly dangerous spot, but the cut was covering his eye with blood. And if you lose vision in a fight, that can be very dangerous. In my opinion, the cut was caused by the punch, okay? And the fight should have overturned in the favor of Suarez. At the very least, Suarez does deserve a rematch, but to be honest, I don't think that's gonna happen unless the ruling on this fight gets changed. As for Navarrete, I think that the next move for him, unless this rematch happens, could be a unification fight with Lamont the Reaper Roach or Oshaki Shock Foster. Or he might even move up to lightweight since he had a tough time making weight this time, needing 3 attempts to hit the mark. I think he used up the full 2 extra hours that they gave him. But anyways, guys, that was an unfortunate result. I do feel bad for Suarez. I hope he gets a rematch. But that's all I have for today on this video. That's all I have on this topic. If you guys have not already subscribed, please do so. If you enjoyed this video, like it. So please like, subscribe, and share. All that good stuff. Until next time. Take care.